Welcome back to another episode of the Unfiltered Tea. Today's tea we're going to be serving is going to be on cohabiting. Mm-hmm. So guys, we're just going to be...
Cohabitation.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you normal? Are you normal?
Sorry. So we're just going to be giving our personal opinions and views on cohabiting.
Okay, so you guys are free to comment in the comment section, obviously, on how you feel and what are your views and opinions about it. Okay, but let's get into it, guys.
If there's anyone out there who is cohabiting or not cohabiting and has a different view, this is not to judge anyone, and you do you, boo.
Exactly.
Okay, just to kickstart the topic, obviously there are a lot of variables that are involved in it.
That sounded so mad.
I know
yes.
It sounds mad.
No, but they are.
I'm an engineer. Okay.
Yes, queen. Yes.
Okay, so there's age, there's the length of your relationship. Obviously, if there's kids involved as well,
there's a lot of factors.
There's a lot of factors involved, and if you've previously cohabited with with other partners as well, but
different.
I mean, we'll state our reasons as to why we think it's.
I feel like y'all are scared. Why are you guys saying
why
this?
we think
like
what
the
we
way.
think. I feel like we're explaining.
Okay, we're explaining it too much.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go straight into it. I think the only reason why I would be in support of cohabiting is if people have got kids together.
Really?
Right? That's the only reason. If you have kids together, and it only makes sense. And if you have no intentions of ever getting married, and you're just a person who wants to have a long-term partner in life, a lifetime partner,
of which some people want.
Yeah, exactly. Not everybody wants to get married, so I'm in support of it only in those two cases. But if you want to get married and you don't have kids, then no, it's a no for me.
I feel like it adds complications to the relationship if your goal is to get married and then you start living with each other.
In what sense?
Okay, the first thing is that I think that there's no certainty when you're staying with someone that you are going to get married, because you get too comfortable with each other. Now the guy will be like, okay, maybe even both of you, you'll be like, okay, we're staying in the same house, we are doing life together, we are doing everything together. What is marriage going to change? So you will just be comfortable in that situation, and at the end of the day you won't see the need to get married, or it will take you a very long time to get married.
Okay, you know what, Msofa? I actually agree with what you're saying. I do hear you, where you're coming from as a person.
Oh, not as an animal.
Really, nigga?
I think, you know what, my issue is, you guys, well, not, I mean, these specific guys, not just everybody, but like, people sort of like to talk about how you're waiting for marriage for this, you're ruining that for marriage. I understand, but at the same time, how many failed marriages are out there because people don't know each other that well. That's why I think it's very good for you to sort of have that time where you stay together, get to know your partner, and before you sign your life away for, not in a bad way, do you know what I mean? But like before you just commit and you're in this, at least it's more like a trial run, I would say. But obviously for me, it's cohabiting with sort of terms. You don't do it for 5 years and you think if you want to get married, I mean, it's not something you can do for like 5 years or that long, whatever. But if you don't want to get married ever, that's
okay.
fine.
Can I say something about what you said? I don't believe in having a trial run or whatever. I don't think compatibility can be tested by you living together. There are other ways in order for you to test compatibility or to know a person truly. Knowing a person isn't about their little habits. If that's what it takes for you to test whether you are able to live with a person for a lifetime and to commit to them, then you're not really you don't really understand what marriage is. Because if there are certain habits that say my partner does that I don't like, say for example leaving a wet towel or whatever, you know what I mean. Had I lived with him before and I saw that he leaves a wet towel, that wasn't going to be enough for me to say.
No, but that's not what I mean.
But I'm meaning in terms of what I'm saying is that you still learn a person even when you're married to them. That's entirely
you never stop learning about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well,
so
maybe let me give you an example
of what I'm
saying. Not necessarily compatibility, but let me tell you, it's a different thing when you're dating a guy, right? Maybe you meet the weekend phase, always bubbly, always this. It's a different thing because some people have very toxic traits and very toxic behavior. I'm not talking about simple things like that.
No, but like
there are certain things that you will only learn when you stay with somebody for.
But I mean, if I've dated you for that long and I'm willing to marry you, at least you wouldn't have. I don't know only the weekend Faith. I don't believe unless I've dated you for a month. Then I say we're getting married. Then maybe you can pretend in that month to be someone you're not. But if I've dated you for years, I mean, what is?
But like you said, you still learn about a person. You don't know them fully.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
It's different when you go out, you meet a specific place, and when you're staying together, it's a different situation.
But you also change when you live with a person because you don't know what it's like. You've never lived with a person.
And I feel like the dynamic of a relationship, even if you're staying together, is going to be completely different when the dynamic of marriage and a relationship are different from each other. So you stay together as boyfriend and girlfriend. I feel like it's going to be a bit different when you're husband and wife, because husband and wife, there's that commitment, of till death do us part.
Exactly.
So the dynamic is different. How you respond to things is different. How you react to things is different.
I think if I'm dating, if we're just in a relationship and we're cohabiting, it's easier for me to walk away from the relationship.
Yeah.
But with marriage, I can't just, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So how many times am I going to keep cohabiting in my relationship?
No, but obviously, okay, so
how many times?
I was gonna get to that. It's not just every relationship you're going to. I mean, if you want to do it, I mean, do you? Like she said. But I think it's just that thing where you're talking about long-term plans, and you it's okay. That's me. It's not like when you just meet a guy, you're just dating, you don't even know what's up. You just want to. No, I don't think it doesn't really make any sense, to be honest. When you sort of start talking about future plans, I think it's very necessary because, guys, I know personally so many people who gotten married and they'll tell you like, this guy is not who I thought he was. So many friends I have that say these things, and I just feel you can avoid some things. Do you know what I mean?
By living together.
But yes.
Okay, but Faith, I feel like so you're saying you are for cohabiting because you get to know the person and all of that. But doesn't it, when you get to know this person and you finally realize this is not the person I want to marry, doesn't it make it more difficult to break up with the person if your life is now entangled and it'll just prolong the breakup?
No, not
it
really.
Would.
Actually,
I feel like it's easier to say no right now, but if you're
so better to go in the marriage than you.
No, I'm not. Yeah? That's why I'm saying I'm against. That's why I'm saying I'm not for cohabiting.
No, I'm saying so better to go in the marriage than you are even more. It's even worse for you to leave now.
No,
because now there's even access. There's a lot of
you see, there's now you see you've brought in another angle when you're talking about assets. Now joint.
There's joint assets. There's
things.
That's why I'm saying avoid those things sometimes.
So are we going to have a discussion? Because my thing is, are we going to have a discussion to say for in case we're moving in together. So for in case we move in together, let's discuss who's going to take what, who's going to take what. Is that not already setting yourself up for a breakup? Because when I get into a marriage with my husband, we never have a discussion to say, in case we divorce, who's taking this, who's taking this.
Not like you do in case.
But you need to protect yourself.
Yeah,
because you're not married to this person. And if you are dating, unfortunately, if let's say, for example, I move into his place, we didn't move into like a place together. The lease is under his name. You get what I mean? The landlord knows him only. Tomorrow, if the relationship is over and he decides I'm leaving this house, I'm stranded now. I have to see.
Okay, you see, now we're coming to the point of why are you moving in? Maybe you were moving in because you couldn't pay rent or something. That seems like
even if I could, but it's the inconvenience. It's the inconvenience.
Guys, it's just like when you date a random guy, even if you don't stay with him, there's still inconvenience. There's always something.
No, but there's even more inconvenience.
Okay, what about property? Because you're gonna maybe say, let's buy a TV. We need a TV. When you're buying that TV,
we will sell the TV and split the money. What?
But how do you know who? Since you said you never know, people can change. What if he becomes petty in that relationship? Now he's like, this is my TV.
Keep the TV. What is the TV?
Oh my guys are ballers. So
to be honest, my main point is just that thing of I just feel so many unnecessary marriages can be avoided. There's so many people who just get married 2 months, 6 months down the line, they're breaking. I'm like, you could have stayed 6 months and found out this is not for you.
No, then
I think you're like, on that point, it can also prolong you into staying in a toxic relationship because it's more difficult to leave this person.
How is it harder to leave someone you're not married to?
If your life is entangled with someone.
What if
emotionally,
Isn't it better to
physically,
not be married?
financially.
If you're not married to someone, so you can just walk away when you want.
Faith, it's not easy to say to someone just walk away, especially if they are in a toxic, abusive relationship.
I think if you're on your own, it's easier for us to
if
get
you're
you
staying
out.
there, I'm staying there. I can always just block you and like don't open for you at the gate. But if you're staying with someone,
Yeah, but when someone is in love, even those simple things like don't open
no,
the
but
gate, they'll open
they'll
it.
open it.
yeah, yes, I agree. But it's even harder if you are living with someone.
No, that
Okay,
makes sense.
for me, also one of the major reasons I think why I wouldn't, I'm not in support of cohabiting, is because also expectations,
Yes.
right? If we don't actually
There's
sit
pressure.
down and actually talk every single thing,
Yeah, you
which
need
is
to talk about it. You
almost
need to talk
impossible
about it.
because you don't know what can. Some things just happen. You can't possibly sit down and talk about every single thing that could
Yeah.
possibly happen in the relationship. Some things just pop up that you never even thought would be an issue. You know what I mean? So I feel like if we don't talk about our expectations, say you were single, Faith, you were staying you were dating, but you had your own place and your boyfriend had his own place. You could go out when you wanted, when you pleased. All you had to do was just tell him, babe, I'm stepping out for a bit, and then you text him when you get back at your place. And that's it. And that's fine for him. He didn't feel like, okay, but now you're living together and you're home at 7 p.m.
And he's
out there with
living
his
best
friends.
life, yeah.
And
Okay,
then
but
and then he comes in at 11. It starts becoming a problem for you.
You won't mind it in the beginning.
Okay, you see,
Yeah.
what you're saying is very right. But let me tell you what now. Why I'm support. You're actually making sense. That's when you know, because that person will do the same thing in marriage. At least you know now you're not married to him.
No, because
He will do the same thing
No,
in marriage.
I
What
don't-
will stop him
no,
now?
why
that
I'm
he's
saying
married?
that
Why
is
will he
because-
not keep going coming
No,
home
because
with
you
the
are not
hours?
married. That's the thing. He does not owe
He
you
doesn't
that.
feel like he owes
Yeah,
you.
the only thing that has changed is that you are
Commitment.
living in the same house. But the commitment
So you
level has
telling
not
me that
changed.
somebody who will just go out will now change because they feel like they owe you something in marriage?
Yes.
That's not it.
No, you see what I'm
There's
talking
no
about.
responsibility
It's
towards
not
you
like that,
changes.
guys, let me tell you, a guy or a girl, whatever, people don't change for it. They don't change for that. I'm telling you. You will be consistent with that going out.
No, it's not only. I'm giving you an example. It's not only the
But
going
that's
out.
what I'm saying. That's
But
exactly
even
why you
then-
need to know these things.
No, but
and then
that's
you
what
can
I'm-
walk when
if
you
you
still have
have
a chance.
not communicated it in the beginning, like, look, we're moving in together. This is what I expect of you, and this is what he says. This is what I can bring to the table. This is what I can deliver. I can't meet your demands in this way. But if you don't have such discussions,
Yeah,
that's
just
where
moving
you're
in as
big-
boyfriend and
yeah,
girlfriend and
exactly.
seeing where it goes.
And the thing is,
No, but like I said,
If you are
this
saying
is where you
you're
know
re-
you're talking about your future, your plan, not like
no, but you see, you haven't both stated what your reason for cohabiting is. Is it because you're testing it out for marriage, or you're doing
Yeah.
it because it saves on your finances, or you
all
just
that?
taking the
That's
level-
also
you
fine.
know what I
That's
mean?
also fine. Maybe
Exactly.
saving up for the wedding. That's also
Yeah,
fine.
but what I'm saying is that as cohabiting, as long as you are not married, you are still in a relationship. There are certain things with his finances that you are not entitled to.
The other point
No,
that
yeah,
I wanted
true.
to raise was that if you're living with someone, there's a higher chance, an even higher chance, because it can also happen if you're not staying together, is unwanted pregnancy.
I never expected it.
Like getting pregnant, because you're testing out with this person to see how it's gonna work out. Then you get
I
pregnant.
disagree with that.
I'm
point.
just like,
Then you
wow.
get pregnant.
How many
It
people
can
get pregnant when they
happen.
don't even stay together? Are you
That's
mad?
why I'm saying it can happen when you're not staying with someone. I completely agree.
Okay,
but the
but it's higher.
likelihood
I
of
get
you
you.
staying with someone,
Well, who said unwanted? What if it's wanted?
you are still trying with each other to see if this relationship is going to work out. If you're not married, this person. That's what you're
wanted in the
reason.
moment.
That's why, right? So if you're staying together, your birth control
Yeah.
for 3 months or whatever runs out, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll go next week. I'll go next week.
That's,
You know?
She knows what she wants, that girl, eh? You don't just
Okay,
do
no,
that.
that one is irresponsibility.
Now
That's
you're,
being,
you're
you know.
stuck in this relationship. Maybe you don't want it anymore. You found out that I don't want to marry this guy. You have a child with him. You've added,
Okay, so
something
can
in
I
the mix.
ask, if you are married, the same situation happens, you are still stuck, then what?
But with marriage, kids are almost always wanted. What do you
Dude, no, I'm saying, no, you wanted the child in marriage, yes. No, not the kid part. But you found out now the guy is a mess while you're married.
But what I'm saying is that all these things that we're talking about, they can happen in marriage, outside
Outside of
marriage.
marriage.
But at least if you can prevent, stay together. Try run, see how it goes.
There's no trial run.
You know how have you ever seen people when they buy cars, they test run it?
And also, I feel like if I was to go into cohabiting, I would want some sort of like legal agreement signed.
I am the one your son don't need a
Just for my protection.
Just the way you sign a lease agreement.
Yeah.
Should be a contract between the two.
Which is actually
a contract. Next thing, guys,
fine.
the thing is also the expectations is the number one thing. Now he goes out. He used to eat cornflakes when he was on his own. Yeah. Now when he comes home, he finds that I didn't cook it. So what were you doing the whole day?
Who is he asking? Did you marry me?
No.
Wrapping it up, let us know in the comment section what you guys think. What are your opinions? Would you cohabit? Would you not do it? I personally would not do it, but I wouldn't judge anyone.
Most African cultures, they don't take
they don't allow it.
Like that's why I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's
but
not
in this discussion,
acceptable.
if you notice, we didn't bring in any religion or any like cultural views.
Yeah.
You know,
we were just trying to be
So my points were based off that. I would not cohabit for religious cultural views, and also for the reasons I stated previously. But if I had kids with the guy already, I would. It makes sense for the kids.
Definitely.
Yeah,
for the
it
kids,
makes sense.
It
so you'll be staying in this relationship that you possibly don't want for the kids.
No, I said we're dating and we have kids already, and we are not married.
Okay.
And he says let's live together. It makes sense because
even though he may as well just pay lobola, but I mean at least you've got kids. You know what I mean? It's okay. I get it. I mean,
not everyone wants to get married, guys.
By the way, that's also another thing.
And don't judge anyone who doesn't want to get married.
And they're not judging. What the hell?
I'm just saying, there's people out there. If a woman says that I don't want to get married, then they judge her. But okay, do it for that.
Will you keep quiet?
Okay, guys, we've come to the end of our video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and
link below.
see you in our next video. Bye.